The stone vault of the sky gods wasn't supposed to be real. For decades, it was just a rumor whispered among fringe archaeologists and dismissed as myth by official history. A hidden chamber carved deep into a mountain, holding an artifact that looked nothing like anything made by human hands. But when a landslide exposed a crack in an untouched cliff face in a remote desert valley, a small team of researchers followed the fissure inward and found something that should not exist in our timeline. Behind the fractured rock was a smooth passage, carved in a perfect curve, as if someone had sliced into the mountain with a blade of light. No tool marks, no chisel scars. The stone was melted, not broken. At the end of this tunnel lay a vault, and inside it, the object that would force them to question everything they believed about ancient history. The vault itself was wrong. Ancient chambers are usually lined with carvings, offerings, depictions of gods and kings. This one was Burno hieroglyphs, no murals, no symbols of any known culture, just seamless stone, fused so tightly that not even a razor blade could slide into the cracks. In the center of the room floated a block of dark stone suspended a few centimeters above a circular pedestal. It didn't spin, it didn't wobble, it just hung there, perfectly still, as if gravity had forgotten it existed. The team thought it was a trick at first, some kind of optical illusion, until one of them reached out and slid a hand beneath the stone. There was nothing holding it up. No rods, no wires, no supports. Just a silent, hovering block, humming with a vibration too deep to hear, but strong enough to feel in their bones. When they brought in instruments, the anomaly grew even stranger. Compasses spun wildly near the block, electronic devices glitched, and magnetometers registered a field that pulsed in a steady rhythm, like a heartbeat. The stone vault of the sky gods felt less like a tomb and more like a machine left in standby mode. And the artifact at its center, the stone that shouldn't exist, didn't match any known geology from the region. It was harder than basalt, denser than granite, and its composition included trace elements rarely found together in nature. On its surface were faint, intersecting lines that glowed when exposed to certain frequencies of sound, as if the stone itself responded to vibration. That was when someone on the team made a dangerous comparison. This didn't look like a religious relic. It looked like technology. Officially, the find was never announced. The vault was sealed, the valley declared restricted, and the team quietly reassigned. But like every forbidden discovery, fragments of the truth slipped through. Copies of early field notes, unlabeled photographs, seismographic readings. And from those fragments, 3 theories emerged, each more unsettling than the last. The first theory tried desperately to keep the story within the boundaries of conventional archaeology. According to this view, the stone vault of the sky gods was simply an advanced but misunderstood creation of an ancient culture, perhaps a ceremonial chamber built by a forgotten mountain civilization. The levitating stone, they argued, might be an effect of natural magnetism or a clever arrangement of hidden supports and alloys. But this explanation broke down under scrutiny. The local geology doesn't support the existence of such strong magnetic anomalies. Ground-penetrating scans showed no hidden structure beneath the pedestal, and no other artifact from the region displays anything close to this kind of behavior. The second theory stepped into forbidden territory. It suggested that the vault belonged to a civilization older than recorded. History, a society that had mastered a form of field manipulation, sound resonance, or gravity control long before Egypt, Sumer, or the Indus Valley ever existed. In this view, the floating stone is not symbolic, it is functional. The pedestal beneath it acts as a kind of emitter, generating a field that locks the stone in place. The lines engraved on its surface are not decoration but circuitry, primitive looking to us, but purposeful. Perhaps the vault was a test chamber. Perhaps it was a storage cell. Or perhaps, as some dared to whisper, it was a teaching tool left behind for those who would one day be able to understand it. The third theory is the one even conspiracy theorists hesitate to say out loud. It suggests that the stone vault of the sky gods is not of human origin at all. Ancient myths from the region speak of beings who descended on pillars of fire and taught the first builders how to speak with the earth. In those stories, the sky ones gave gifts not of gold, but of knowledge, then vanished, leaving only silent stones that answered the voice of thunder. To believers in this theory, the levitating block is one of those silent stones, a piece of technology left behind by non-human visitors, sealed away by early humans who could not fully comprehend it but feared its power. The most unsettling part, when researchers compared the faint patterns on the hovering stone to carvings from other parts of the world, megalithic sites in South America, stone circles in Europe, ancient tablets in the Middle East, they found echoes of the same geometry: spirals, concentric pathways, lines radiating from a central point, like a map of energy or a star. It was as if whoever or whatever built the vault had also touched distant cultures across the planet, leaving the same signature behind. If the stone vault of the sky gods is real, it is not just an archaeological curiosity. It is a message, a fragment of something far larger, a reminder that the timeline we've been given may not be the full story. And if there truly is an artifact that ignores gravity, hums with an invisible field, and responds to sound like a living circuit, then the question is no longer, how did ancient humans do this? But who showed them how? Or worse, did someone want us to find it now?